We are back. We're back with Danny Wilson and Motor Witch. We're going one more round to make some power with the Nightster. The bike sounds so good. I was a little discouraged about this bike when I didn't think she was going to make any power, you know? But now, I'm excited. So we had to go down to the laser cutter and pick up a bunch of stuff, and while we were gone, Danny set a motherfucking world record with the Nightster on the most power ever made on the goddamn planet, so we went and bought a special surprise. What, just pulling this one with the ABS and everything still on it in sport mode, it made so much more power stock, it was unreal. And then now, woo! Woo! That's right.
Let's get it out in the street.
Oh yeah, we're all just patiently waiting our turn.
Sorry, Chris.
That's wild.
It's insane. Like first gear out, you just give it gas, and it just melts a tire.
Dude, it's like Jay turned out in first, hit second, and rolled down, and it was just like da 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 the whole way down.
It's a monster.
With Danny Wilson and Motor Witch, we're going one more round to make some power with the Nightster. We got the 2023 giveaway bike. This one is tunable, it is unlockable, and we've only put a muffler on. I put the muffler on this morning. This one's, I guarantee it's making more power than mine. My motor's definitely tired and definitely beat up, and I probably need a top end on it because I overheated that thing several times in Sturgis. It feels night and day difference. Also, pulling the ABS off of that ruined all of my modes and everything, so it's in like a weird, what's it called?
It's just freaking out. It doesn't know what to do with itself. But
nothing like this. This thing has torque. This one lit the tire up in first gear just giving it gas. So I'm really excited. We're going to do a pull, see what it makes with just the muffler, stock form. Then we're going to pull the FXR Division intake off of that one, put it on this one, and we're going to make some power today. It's going to be exciting.
once we do the air cleaner swap, I'm going to actually tune this and see what we can get out of it when it's tuned properly. Being that this is a 23, we can get into the ECM and I can change all the stuff and make it run right.
You got to do that with a Power Vision?
Yes, sir.
So through Dyno Jet and all that? Yep. I'm excited. I've been really wanting to make some power with one of these and see what they can do. They are ridiculously powerful as is. This thing, just putting this muffler on was very, very surprising to me. It really came alive. It's really amazing the difference that mine is making with the modes being shut down compared to this one. So here we go. My butt dyno says that one's going to make 10 more horsepower than this one did. That's my theory. Since I took the ABS out of it, which, you know, it's what I wanted to do, but it turned out to be kind of a mistake because everything in the is in a circuit on this. So when I pulled the module, I have none of the modes, and the modes are everything in this program on these bikes. So now that the modes are gone, it's in like a weird kind of vroom. It's kind of trying to shut itself down the whole time, so it's really running like shit. And compared to that one with just the muffler on it, that thing rips. If this one was making the power that one was with the muffler on it, I'd be 100% happy with it, and I think I could drift the shit out of it. But this guy is in some weird shit. So I'm gonna put the ABS module back in. I'm gonna hook everything back up-ish so that the bike at least thinks that it's there, so I can get it back into sport mode and get it running good that way. And we're gonna probably just put some Pan Am stacks on it because they're shorter, and a shorter stack should make a little more bottom end. We'll probably kill the top end a little bit, but this has more than enough top end. I really don't care about that. So we're gonna do that with this one, and then this one, it's gonna be a fucking monster, dude. Monster. If it's gonna make more power than it is right now, it's gonna be a monster. We have some phone footage. We'll drop it in. Bang. Ching! Of me just giving it gas from like a dig of like 2,000 RPMs first gear, just whoop, and it just whoop up, it just lit it right to limiter. It was impressive. I don't know another single stock Harley-Davidson that has ever been able to do that, ever. Besides my turbocharged bagger, but it's turbocharged. how much smoother the tack is moving on this one. When we were running mine, it was doing this because the RDS shit was freaking out because the ABS was unhooked. So it was jumping around. This one already just climbs smooth and looks appropriate. Oh, now she's mad. That's the RDS tripping out. That thing sounds so good. Shut down really early.
I think we had a speed limiter.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it shut.
I went down the red line. It got to 8 grand and just went, fuck you. You can see where the chart falls off. I didn't chop throttle. It just stopped.
Was that fourth gear?
Fifth.
Gear? Can we shut that off?
Yeah. You want to do one more pass before we do the airplane?
Yeah. So we got a full comparison from this to that. It looks so much better though. Already, just the curve. It made 16 more foot-pounds of torque and it shut down at 7,000. It shut down 3,000 RPMs early. It made 15 more foot-pounds of torque and it made 2 more horsepower than mine did. And it's not even making it to red line. Yeah, it's nuts.
I either hit a speed limiter or a rev limiter. I don't know where the stock rev limit is set.
9,800.
I didn't get up to 9,800.
No, it shut down at like just above 7. So, I mean, you got damn near 3,000 RPMs to go, and it's already making more horsepower than mine did all the way to limiter. So, the Nightster is going to make some motherfucking power, if you heard. Oh my God, dude, that's exciting. It might just make 100 wheel horse with just our muffler.
It could.
No tune. It's 93 and change. It's already making 80 foot-pounds. That's pretty damn good.
That's got a cat in it, doesn't it?
Yep, stock, just a slip-on muffler. That's it. And an air filter that's probably never been cleaned in 6,000 miles.
Well, did you see Dyno and Harley finally made their public announcement?
They did?
Yeah, they made it on Friday that Dyno is the official tuner for Harley's factory race team. So we're probably at this point pretty close. Pinned wide open at 3 grand, it's only a 42% delivery.
Really?
Yeah, that's part of how Harley dumbs it down, right? So if you're pinned wide open, you don't actually get 100% throttle until you hit basically the rev limiter.
So this is still no fuel. You're throwing no fuel, no
I haven't
timing.
changed fuel, I haven't changed spark, I haven't changed anything. I just turned the limiters off and I made the throttle do what it's supposed to do. So when you tell it 100, it does 100.
So we were at 30% and making 91 horsepower.
Basically.
Holy
we were
shit.
at 30% right up until it turned itself off.
Woo! It's gonna do something.
Yeah. Just a Kruesi Originals muffler made 100 wheel horsepower. Nothing else is doing that shit.
That curve looks a lot better, dude.
Dude, torque went down a little bit, made 77 foot-pounds, which probably because it was choking up less air is going to make a little more torque. But 100 horsepower, 100 wheel horsepower, 450-pound bike, 100 wheel horsepower. Girl, bike me now, bitch. foot-pounds. It hasn't even been f***ing tuned yet. Oh my God. Dude. 103 f***ing horsepower. Holy shit, that's a f***ing monster. That's a $10,000 twin cam build right there. Dude. 103 f***ing horsepower.
No tune.
No tune.
That was just me turning the limiters and all the bullshit off.
Jesus Christ, dude. 80 foot-pounds. You hit 143 miles an hour.
In fifth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got another gear.
Got another gear.
Fifth gear, 143. Another gear. That thing probably do 180 miles an hour.
Well, that's what killed me the first time was to hit a speed limit. So like in these tunes, I convert them to kilometers per hour in the background because the bike's reading miles per hour, and I set them to 225 kilometers per hour, and then it basically bypasses
everything.
You're never gonna make the bike go fast enough to hit a speed limit. Basically.
I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. We need to get a tuner for the 24, people.
So let's let that cool down. We'll get the heat shields off. I'll put stealth extractors in it. We'll swap that, and then we'll run it again, and I'll tune it and see what we get.
Whew. 103 horsepower, no tune. What do you think you can get? What's your guess?
I don't know, because we're cramming more in it, but we got a cap. So I'd like to think I can get at least 4 or 5 more out of it. I'd like to get more torque. I don't really care so much about the horsepower.
I agree.
If we can pick up 3 or 4 pounds of torque,
yes,
it's kind of be a game changer because it's so light.
80 foot-pounds, I'm pretty happy with it. The way it is, if you can hit 85 foot-pounds,
Yeah,
that's good.
that'd be real good.
I mean, that's a 95 inch. 103 horsepower.
That's crazy.
Dude, that's exciting. That one, it felt nasty. You should have rode it with just a muffler on it.
Yeah.
That SNS muffler had it choked up so hard. The stock muffler has it choked up so hard. Just opening that thing up, now it just was lighting the tire up out there on the road. It's impressive, man. We went up 10 horsepower and 1 foot-pound, which a cleaner. Look at the curve on that. That's a smooth ass power line right there. This is a sick ass intake. Really wanted it on my bike. I was a little discouraged about this bike when I didn't think she was going to make any power, you know. But now I'm excited. So a company out of Thailand or Taiwan, wherever these bikes are manufactured, they made a 109 wheel horse with Pan Am velocity stacks and an exhaust. And that's pretty much the record of power anyone's made that I know of out of one of these bikes. I'd really like to tie or beat that. That was no cat though, fully open. But if we could do it with still EPA compliant catalytic converter, I agree. Danny says, I think the cat's gonna be a problem. I do agree, but we're already making 103, that's pretty good. If we could pull a couple more, that would be pretty exciting. But if we could tie, I mean, drop your dick out on the floor, you know? Not having the ABS in there makes it a lot easier than trying to get this cocksucker out with the ABS. These 2 front bolts are underneath the ABS module. Whoever wins this bike is gonna get her with all these goodies. Full intake, full tune, full freaking rocket ship, getting the whole shebang. The whole enchilada, as they say at some restaurants. Back in. Having ABS made it a whole different situation, so we had to reconfigure everything. I had to flip it around the other direction, so we had to make different breather lines, redo this, and change some things, but everything fits in still beautifully. We just have to make a different breather line for the vacuum to the head, clear the ABS. Clears the gas tank, clears all the stuff it needs to. We're gonna throw everything back together, and Danny's gonna start throwing some fuel and some timing at it. We're gonna see what happens. I'm going to lunch. Starving. Cornish pasty, here we come.
And he thinks he can go off of these 2 instead.
That'd be better.
Yeah. That is also what he said.
So we had to go down to the laser cutter and pick up a bunch of stuff, and while we were gone, Danny set a motherfucking world record with the Nightster on the most power ever made on the goddamn planet, so we went and bought a special surprise.
Oh, and he has to be on the phone when we get here.
Oh, man.
God damn it, Danny.
I'm f***ing excited. I'm really, really, really f***ing excited right now. I'm gonna let Danny tell you some numbers and just go ahead.
All right, so when we started this thing out, I wasn't sniffing the exhaust, so we didn't know what our gas numbers looked like. When we started out with no tune, just as received, we made 92 horsepower and 79 foot-pounds of torque. Then I put a tune in it that was basically the stock tune, but I turned all of the speed limiters and all of the stuff off, and we got up to 102 and 80.
That's no fuel, no ignition,
No nothing. That's just turning the speed limiters off. Then we threw the air cleaner on it from FXR Division. This is without a tune. This is just throwing the air cleaner on. 114 and 77. So now we have the stealth extractors in it. I can actually read the air fuel. We're gonna go in there and actually tune the bike and see what we can squeeze out of it.
It made 114 horsepower with a f***ing intake.
Yeah, intake and a slip-on.
Yes, it still has a catalytic
Still
converter
has
in
the
it.
cat.
You can't, that's a built-to-shit twin cam right there.
Yeah.
Like, you take an 88 to make 114 horsepower, you're dumping some money in that thing.
Oh yeah, that's a $18,000 build all day long.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100%. And
So.
that bike costs 10 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's make some shit.
All right,
See
let's
what
go
she
tune.
does. Most power I know of anyone making out of these so far was 109 wheel horsepower. That was with a full pipe and velocity stacks from a Pan America. Those are guys in Thailand, I believe, a company out there, and that's pretty impressive. But I think Danny knows just a little more tricks than the other people out there. 100 and let's go. That intake clearly works. KruesiOriginals.com. You can buy one, and when you buy one, it gets you a bunch of points to win this monster right here. Let's make some power. I'm gonna burn the tire off.
All right.
Man, I am f***ing pumped, dude.
Cheers, guys.
It's a ripper.
Congratulations.
Cheers, cheers,
Fuck yeah.
cheers. Good Lord. Wow.
That's a good one.
There it is.
All right, so just to
Maybe?
settle all the shit talkers before they start, all these runs were recorded with an engine temp of 190 and a drum load of 13%. So everything has been same. There's no dyno trickery or nobody's f***ing around. And the temperature in there has hovered between plus or minus 4 degrees. So everything's as same as it's going to get without an absolutely controlled dyno room. All right, now we can record.
Man.
That intake looks dope.
Yeah, it does. It looks hard as f***. I really would love to cut the tank out so you can see it.
That air fuel ratio 1 on the left is fuel on the front cylinder. Air fuel ratio 2 on the right is rear cylinder.
They're always going to vary, right?
Yeah, they're never going to be the same.
Rear is leaner, usually? Is that how it works, or is it front?
The rear usually needs more fuel.
Because it runs a little bit hotter, correct? Beautiful, especially if you got leg warmers.
Yeah. Yeah, you put fucking lowers on it.
Yeah.
But so that you want those two bars to be as close to each other as possible all the time.
I was a little discouraged when we tried to tune mine, and it was just not working out because we were having problems with the RDR desk because of whatever the it is. When we took the ABS off of it, it was shitting the bed basically. Just pulling this one with the ABS and everything still on in sport mode, it made so much more power stock. It was unreal. And then now, listen to that fucking thing, dude. Oh my God. Cruise control. Dude, the pipe works. The intake works. Wow. Woo. I am 119.61. That's 120 horsepower right there all day long. 120 horsepower, 80.60 foot-pounds. I'm gonna call it 81. We're gonna call it 81 foot-pounds, 120 horsepower. No one out there has made that much power with a Nightster. No one's even made close to that shit. FXR Division intake made almost 14 horsepower on its own, just bolting it on. Danny Wilson, Motor Witch, tuning this thing. We made almost 30 horsepower. That's 27 horsepower. No cam, no big bore kit. You ain't gonna make you're not gonna make that with nothing else. Harley-Davidson stock. 27 horsepower in a bike that weighs 450 pounds. 450 pounds. Are you still gonna shit talk this bike in any way? Are you kidding me? It's a dirt bike that makes 120 horsepower. Woo! Woo! That's right.
Let's get it out in the street.
Let's get it out in the street. God damn. God damn, I am pumped. I hurt my hand. I wrecked my mountain bike. We're gonna let Trent ride it. No, I'm gonna ride a little bit.
Oh boy. Well.
I've had enough courage.
I've had enough liquor.
I've had enough. Got to get to Rev. Come on, Mr. Robandy.
Who's gonna go ride it?
Oh, you're first. Oh, just give her a rip up and down the street and see what you think. Maybe just do a good launch down the street and see what she does. She does tear the tire loose really easy, even stock. So now I would imagine it's probably gonna be a little scary, probably. Yeah, that sounds crisp.
So it doesn't have any lag in it.
Yeah. Let's go out to the road. Oh yeah, we're all just patiently waiting our turn. Oh, so excited. I am so excited. I'm gonna do the quick, just roll on it, no clutch test, first gear, see how she does with the tire, see what it feels like in comparison to this morning. Oh shit, he just pulled the front tire off in second gear.
Well, that's the first Harley with an air cleaner and a slip-on I've ever had wheelie.
I saw you just pull second gear up right there.
Yeah, with zero effort.
Yeah. I'm excited that we get a turn.
All right, so the throttle on it, because it's 1-to-1, is super touchy. It does exactly like when you hit a bump and you blip it.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
That little bitch is fast. Holy shit. Have fun.
I'm so excited. Oh man. Okay, first gear roll on. No, that's kind of scary.
Yeah, it's like a sport bike.
Wow, that's made my eyes water. That's the fastest, one of the fastest bike I've rode.
Yeah.
You're like, it's fast. Yeah, the throttle's no joke. Like you give it gas and there's no like
All the delay is out of it, so it's 1-to-1. What you do, it does.
it's insane.
It's touchy. The throttle's touchy.
Shit, it's one more time. There's zero getting traction with the rear tire in first gear. Zero, like first gear, anywhere you're at, the tire's smoked. The intake sounds insane. Wow. Me, let me get a piece of this, dude. Oh yeah, so I need the first burnout right here. I let off, I get a little gas. It just eats that rear tire. No stop.
He'll be the one in the Harley videos. We got a helmet and gloves on.
Woo! Holy shit! You're gonna have to sign a real serious waiver if you win this bike. Oh my god!
That's wild.
I've got the rev limiter set at 9,000.
Dude, how is it?
Oh my god, dude. That's insane.
That is cool.
It rides so fucking good, dude. It's the 1-to-1 that you put it at.
Yeah.
I hate the lag on like the fly-by-wire stuff. I can't get used to it.
Well,
but that's
I
like,
can tune all that out with Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's oh man.
It's insane. Like first gear out, you just give it gas, it just melts a
And it
tire.
just- dude.
Oh.
It's like Jay turned out in first, hit second, and rolled down, and it was just like da 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 the whole way down, dude. I was like,
It's a monster.
We could hear you giggling from down
Yeah,
the street.
dude, it's
Oh
insane.
my god. Justin, take it for a ride.
That's no early model Dyno,
Yeah,
dude.
give her hell too. Like, you know.
It's not going to look like that?
No.
No, but get her up in the arc.
Run your own race,
She does real
Justin.
nice around 6+.
Yeah.
And
It's
she-
real similar to the Pan Am.
Yeah, but
so
a lot
sick, dude.
Several hundred pounds lighter.
Yeah.
It was a fun bike before, but fucking A, dude, this is how it should feel. This is Justin from Torch Industries and FXR Division right here. OG, been in the game for a long, long, long time. He developed this thing right here. The thing that you're gonna hear go whoa, sucking all that air. You get to go for a nice little scoot.
See what happens.
Yep. Dude, what a f***ing animal. It'd roll third gear, I bet. How was it? Fast as f***.
It's very similar to the Pan Am, though. It's got no bottom end.
Yeah.
You gotta always have it on the fucking RPM for sure.
Yeah, anything like above 3,000, you're ripping. Dude, my God. I'm pumped. Good work. Good part.
Yep.
You guys developed a hell of a good part right there.
Yeah, but we got good people that we work with. My buddy Brian from TPJ Concepts. He is pivotal in this thing being coming to fruition. So
It is a beast.
we're super excited, and we didn't really have any idea what it was going to do. We thought it was going to be pretty good, but not as good as it's been. So.
It's been good. Like I said, this thing made 14 horsepower just bolting it on with no tuning, and that's insane. So we're gonna leave the bike here so Justin can make, since we had to flip this around because of the ABS, he's gonna make a new mount for the gas tank cover mount, the fake cover thing that goes on here. So we're gonna make a new mount for that, and then me and Trent are flying to Kentucky this weekend to pick up 5 e-bikes. But when we get back, a lot more stuff is happening, and it's gonna get suspension, it's gonna get a seat, it's gonna get a bunch of shit, and you can win it. Go to KruesiOriginals.com, buy this intake for your Nightster, then you could win this Nightster and give your stock Nightster to your old lady. FXR Division, Danny Wilson Motor Witch, KruesiOriginals.com. Woo! Yes, peace!